And hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Shared Universe Podcast Studio. This is Ming Chen. We got some cool stuff coming up on December 18th and 19th. Got my friend Drew Selden from Atomic Crush Events here to back me up on the on talking about Comic-Con Revolution.
Yes, I will talk about Comic-Con Revolution every single day if that's what you like, Ming. Thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
Hey, I'll talk about it every single day too. It's one of my favorite conventions. So,
Thank you, man. Thank you. It's
18th,
definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, 18th and 19th, Ontario, California.
Yes, Ontario, California, not to be infused with Ontario, Canada, which does happen on occasion. So we are in Southern California. It's about 45 minutes east of Los Angeles. If you've never been there, the Inland Empire is a great area. They've been so welcoming and so loving to us. So
the Inland Empire is amazing.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Yeah.
If you don't know what it is, like you find this, I'm not going to call it, an oasis in the desert, but I mean, it's a great, great area.
Yeah, it is. I find, as the first time I went there, I think 3 years ago, I was like, what's the fandom like out here? So, like you have LA, and LA's LA.
Right.
LA's another planet. But then you just go a little east, and there's a huge fandom of people out there.
It's huge. They love their comics, and you also get to pass the exit if you're driving out there for San Dimas. So you get your Bill and Ted's moments, which is always nice.
High School rocks, my friend.
Listen, I had to drive out there. It's about 5 minutes from the convention center.
San Dimas High School rules.
Took my selfie in front of San Dimas High. I'm a fan.
I wonder, is it warm enough to go to? Well, it's raging waters there. It's called Waterloo.
Right, it's not the
movie.
real right.
It might be a little. Might be a little chilly for that. Although maybe not. We should go.
Listen, well, in May we'll go. We'll go in May if you want.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That'll be great.
Yeah. So
all right,
this
I'm ready.
Traditionally scheduled in May of every year.
But the weekend right before Memorial Day, every year. But obviously, with what's gone on in the world, we've been shuffling for dates and shuffling, but we are so excited. The show we planned, we've been working on it for 2 years, and we are just so fired up to get back out there and be with everyone and be at a show and, meet with fans and see creators again and talk to the exhibitors and artists out. It's just, we do it because we love it. My partners, Mike Sigliano and James Ross, we've all been in and around the industry for, 20 plus years. So just being able to be back there, we just can't wait.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. You got a pretty great lineup. First of all, thank you for the warm welcome back.
It wouldn't be a Comic-Con Revolution without Ming Chen. It wouldn't.
That's flattering.
Listen, man, you're people love you at the show. You are a huge draw, and you also hook us up. You host panels for us. Sure. You host the Comic-Con Cosplay Revolution contest, which you've done every year, and people live for it when you do it. So, we love having you.
I love the cosplay contest. It's packed. It's a highlight of. It's usually a tradition on the Saturday night.
Right.
At the end of the Saturday, the first day, and and it's Southern California, so the level of cosplay
it's no joke.
It's pretty amazing. But not only that, are the medals back this year?
Yes, this is the final year, because this would have been year 5, so we had a 5-year plan. Believe it or not, we did have a plan.
Yeah.
But this year is the final year with those medals.
Okay.
And in May we'll be debuting new ones.
Wow. Okay.
Those are about to be done, and like I said, May will be something exciting.
I've been there before. They're huge. I don't want to brag or nothing. They're better than the Olympic medals, in my opinion. Gold, silver, bronze, great. But these are like expertly handcrafted. They have edges on them.
Yeah, they are a very cool thing. We were excited when we first made them, but we have a new design for the future. So this will be the last year to win the original Comic-Con Revolution medal. So
okay, that's awesome. And this year I'll be co-hosting the cosplay contest with a dear friend of mine, Anna Mia.
Yes,
flying in all the way from the Pacific Northwest, and she's a professional cosplayer.
Yes.
Well known, loves raising money, loves cosplaying. Everybody loves her.
Yeah, people are very excited. She's going to be there with you.
Yeah, and we work pretty well together. And not for nothing, we're always joking. It's like, hey, the Asian invasion's coming in.
You said it, not me.
Yeah, no, she's Asian as well. So we play off that as well. So,
right,
which is pretty amazing. Your guest list, though.
Yeah. Well, the crazy thing is we've had 2+ years to plan it.
Incredible.
So people were dropping in and out because obviously people still have concerns. But we could start where? If we're going to start with comics. But where do you want to start?
I'm just going to share the screen here.
Okay.
And
you can check it out at comicconrevolution.com. But I mean, if you're down with wrestlers, we got AEW galore. We got Darby Allin, we got Brian Cage, we got champion Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, which I met Sammy not that long ago at a con back in August, and for whatever reason we hit it off immediately.
Because people love you.
We're joking
for
around.
whatever
We
reason.
have this weird inside joke about the Italian market. It's like, oh man, pay attention to the Italian market. And we're like, what are you guys talking about?
I'm gonna hit him up with that when I meet him and be like,
We're
listen, I
talking
hear
about the
good.
Italian market. But yeah, you had mentioned huge comic book legends.
Oh yeah, well,
so
John Cassaday is coming.
John Cassidy,
Awesome.
Yes.
Chris Claremont did a little something. I don't know. You might have heard of it or not. Called the X-Men. I don't know. But it's catching on. People are into it. I just don't know.
Yeah, that Chris Claremont guy might go places.
Yeah.
he might.
Listen, he's. I think he's finally ready to break out.
Yeah, you think so? This might be the year.
I think this is his
This might
year.
be the year. It's like, wow, you imagine if they turn some of his storylines into movies one day, like,
yeah.
or
I mean, I don't know if Hollywood's that smart.
I
If
think they might be up there. Yeah.
you know, I mean, if you're more into the Hollywood stuff, Sam Jones is coming. Flash Gordon, Dean Cain is coming. Superman.
I love people like they could put you next to your
Oh,
Ming the
yeah,
Merciless,
always.
this Flash Gordon. And I'm like, I don't know, man. It's kind of dangerous.
Death to Ming.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, you could knock him out, and then I'll wake him up, and Gordon's alive.
Yeah.
But Lou Ferrigno's coming. I said Dean Cain.
Yeah, Dean is a Comic Book Men alumni. We had him in. We did a whole Superman birthday. We had him in. We ended up making him cut the cake and serve people, but yeah, he was a good sport about it.
Hey, listen, he's Superman. How can he not be? And he's also been in a ton of other stuff, but obviously, and he's got some cool stuff that he's bringing for everyone to check out and purchase. We've got the bunch of members of the voice cast of the Justice League cartoon.
You guys have always been huge on voice actors. Voice acting obviously very big right now.
Right.
And I love animation. I love cartoons. I love this is like the golden age, kind of the more grittier, focused toward teens and adults.
Oh yeah.
If you will. And I was trying to figure it out though. I was like, wow, man, because I see their lines. I was like, man, maybe I should get into this.
Listen, if you can get into it, it's the way to go. But again, if you were a fan of that, and also Superman, who was voiced by George Newbern, is coming. And if you happen to also be a fan of, Hallmark Christmas movies, he's in quite a few of those. So, tis the season. And it being the season, you got to have the big guy from the North Pole's coming down. So Santa will be there both days.
Okay.
Santa's going to be there both days. He'll be taking pictures with everybody.
I got a long list. That,
But have you been good? This could also be...
Good is relative.
It could be an opportunity. Get your last, requests in there, and also just make sure you're on the right list.
I mean, Sideshow Premium Format, everything,
Listen,
Gentle Giant.
The elves are working. They got it going on. But also for the kids, we're doing some fun stuff this year. We've got laser tag. We've got Nerf battles. That's going to be upstairs, which should be a lot of fun. If you're a Simpsons fan, Phil Ortiz is going to be there. I happen to be a big Simpsons fan.
Have you been Simpsonized?
My wife got a family portrait for me for Father's Day.
I think I saw it. I think she either posted it or I saw it somewhere.
Yeah, of the whole family. And she knew that would be the gift to just, bam.
I saw him at a bunch of cons. I was like, oh, I'll get it later. Finally, I saw him at New York Comic Con. I'm like, this is the year.
It has to be done.
Get it. And I think it's so reasonable.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you got to do it. And this guy who worked on The Simpsons. Like, he's Simpsonized. He's the official guy.
Oh yeah,
he's the guy.
And I love the show. Do I watch it as religiously as I used to? No, after 30 plus years.
In.
But the fact that it's on FXX all the time,
24/7,
Disney
basically.
Plus. I could sit down and catch any show. So it just. Again, that's a great thing. If you're a Gears fan, we're bringing out...
Yeah, Carlos Ferro.
And we're bringing the Coltrane. Lester Spade will be there. So, we'll know that if a locust invasion happens, we're
sure.
totally safe, which is great. Carla Perez has always been a big supporter of the show. So if you're a classic, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fan, she's going to be there.
Rita Repulsa, my friends.
Rita, she's the bomb, but... The exhibit floor is completely packed. Artist Alley is completely packed. We've been sold out for a while. People are chomping at the bit to get back with fans. The panel announcements will be coming out, if not by the end of this week to beginning of next week. So
yeah,
we're
I
gonna
just got my schedule, so I'm pretty
okay.
excited about it.
How many do we nail
I
you
think
for?
it's very reasonable. It's like 2 or 3
Okay,
plus the
all right.
cosplay contest. But yeah, teaser. I think Saturday at 11 a.m. I'll be moderating the Chris Claremont panels, which I'm pretty excited
that up and
about.
coming guy.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll be like, hey man, so
That'd be great for you to work with him because you'll help him get out of his shell.
I feel like usually I moderate a panel of an up and coming guy, and then they immediately go and blow up. So
listen,
I don't want to brag or nothing.
No. I think it'll be great for him to work with you.
Right.
By the way, if you've never been to a Chris Claremont panel and heard him talk about the X-Men, and you're going to be at the show or at any show he's ever at, I highly recommend it because not only does he have just an incredible wealth of knowledge about the characters and the history, he loves talking about it, and he is very, very, very entertaining when he talks about it.
Yeah, he's pretty vocal. He's very opinionated.
Yes.
If you want his honest opinion on something,
you will get it.
You're definitely going to get it.
Good or bad, you're going to get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, and you can check it out. I know Ming's got it up, but it's Comic-Con Revolution, December 18th and 19th at the Ontario Convention Center.
Yeah, it's right by the airport. So
yes. We'll also out front. We'll have loads and loads of Star Cars. We're working with Star Car Central, so the Back to the Future DeLoreans will be there.
I did. I think that one stood out. I think you had a Batmobile. Was there a Knight Rider last time?
Knight Rider will be there. The Batmobile will be there. Bumblebee will be there. Rumor has it Lightning McQueen is coming down
all the way from. Like the Cozy Cone.
Right, from Radiator Springs.
Yeah.
Again, and that's always a fun thing. And obviously you take your pictures with that. And, the guys are all great. They love to talk about their cars. They're all big car fans. When you're hungry, we've got food trucks, which, you need sustenance. You got to replenish.
Yeah. And in Southern California, they're known for their food trucks.
Yes.
However, if you want to take a quick walk, and this is one of my favorite parts, like a block away, there's an In-N-Out burger.
Yes, right. It's about a 6 or 7 minute walk from the convention center. The line might take you an hour to In-N-Out, but you can't. If you're in California and you're flying in for it, you can't not go to In-N-Out.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I think I usually hit it like 3, maybe 4 times. It's open late. I sat in the rain once. I was like, why is it raining in Southern California? I was like, well.
We were just throwing buckets of water on you because we just wanted you to get out of the line.
Yeah. I was like, nope, nothing's going to make me leave that line. Nothing's going to make me leave that line. I'm trying to see a lot of first-time guests, too. So
yes. Well, listen,
I know you invite a lot of favorites back, but...
right. Well, I mean, again, when you're planning a show like this, obviously, if we keep rolling out the same thing, year in and year out,
sure,
it won't work. But Karina's new this year. We're very excited.
Genshin Impact. Oh...
Yeah, so we're
that's awesome.
We're very excited to have Karina join us. I love Ethan Beaver's artwork. All his Star Wars stuff I think is amazing.
Yeah.
Which like what I was saying is, again, we got to keep it new people coming back because, again, you want to see your old favorites, but you got to be able to meet new people. Obviously, Jackie is joining us, which is great. Another one of your
Jackie Dallas, good friend, great guest.
Yes,
I remember. You might remember her from Stranger Things.
Oh yeah,
she's Mr. Clark's girlfriend, and
she's just so much fun.
Yeah, and she's been in a ton of stuff, but Stranger Things is always it's fun. I was like, hey, I remember talking to Randy, the guy who plays Mr. Clark. I was like. So I'm watching, and Mr. Clark's got an agent girlfriend. It's kind of random. I love it, and he told me a whole story. She told me her story, and I was like, "Wow, it's it was really cool."
Oh
it stood out to me for sure.
And also, so one of the other new Hollywood people we're bringing in is Robert Costanza, and now by the name you might not know him, but you've all seen the original Total Recall. And he had a small bit part in that, but I can't wait to meet him just to ask him to say it to me. He was working with Arnold Schwarzenegger in the construction pits.
Wait, hold. Oh, yeah.
And he's, don't go to those freaking brain butchers. And then when he finds out later, you blabbed, Quaid! You blabbed about Mars! So
it's just so random, but it was like...
Oh, no. And listen, I'm not the only person who remembers that scene, so...
I think he was the guy who cemented that everybody was in on it.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was conspiring.
That they were all keeping Quaid in place.
Yeah.
Or Hauser, whatever you wanted to call him.
You think this is the real Quaid? It is. Yeah. So great.
So like I said, and we also have a Comic-Con Revolution favorite will be back. Herb Jefferson will be back, who was the original Boomer from the original Battlestar Galactica 1978 series, which I, was just beyond infatuated with when I was 7. And again, Herb's great. He loves meeting fans and he loves talking to them. He's also a big supporter of the military and the police officers and first responders. And firefighters. So
people in uniform.
Great. Yeah, everyone in uniform.
And Susan Eisenberg, voice of Wonder Woman.
Yes.
So that's really super cool.
And so for Justice League cast members, we've got Superman, Wonder Woman, Hawkgirl, Supergirl. Who am I forgetting? That might be it. But again, if you were a fan of the cartoon, the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, they'll be there. And again, just great people. Who should I have mentioned that I haven't so far?
I'm going to point out the LA Ghostbusters. Afterlife just came out, so that'll be.
it's all. We have a lot of great cosplay groups. We've got the Nerd Mafia. We've got Kids Can Cosplay. We've got the Ghostbusters. The 501st will be there. So obviously you can't have a convention without the 501st.
No.
No. I mean,
it's not a real kind of. You don't have the 501st.
You need the Stormtroopers. You need Vader. You need lightsabers. Who else? I mean, there's going to be also for hardcore collectors. We've got places to get stuff graded. We'll have the
on-site grading.
Yeah, on-site.
Right.
Yeah, and
or send it, or they'll get it,
but again,
or they'll send it
there'll
in
be
for you.
opportunities to get it done.
All right, which is tough right now. Everyone wants stuff graded. The collectibles market's kind of exploded, so. I'd say the best way is to submit it in person.
Right, get it done. You're handing it off. You're getting it done properly. There's no questions about it. We're following all California mandates with respect to, you're going to need either a vaccination card or proof of a test.
Okay, which
no, I've got mine in my pocket. And again,
boosted.
That's the law in San Bernardino County. So. It's important. We want to make sure everyone just, is aware and follows it. But we're not going to have any problems with that. But I did want to get it out there. And again, all that information is on the site if you have any questions about that. What else can we talk about?
And then vendors, of course.
Oh, yeah. Listen,
collectibles.
It'd be a great, if you haven't done any Christmas shopping, it could be you could do literally all of it for the comic book fan, superhero fan, pop culture fan. There's going to be also, cool jewelries. There's people going to be there with superhero and pop culture blankets and posters and, you name it, it's all going to be there.
Yeah, here's the deal. If you're looking for a collectible, a lot of it's stuck on the container ships right now. I'm sure you've heard right now that there's a shortage of dock workers, whatever, because COVID.
Shortage of everything.
Shortage of everything. You may not be able to order that thing on Amazon that you want. And even if you do, the postage system is kind of messed up right now.
Right. No, listen.
I've been waiting weeks for a package that should have taken 3 days.
If you haven't done your shopping yet and you've got, fans in your life, you can easily get it all done. And like Ming said, you're going to walk out of there with it. You're not going to be sweating it. Will it show up? Do I got to give the worst gift ever, which is a picture of the gift I bought you that you're waiting for? We're not going to have you do that.
Yeah.
Oh, listen.
And I don't know if you've, I don't want to brag, but maybe the perfect gift is very rare, very limited. This is the Ming Chen Knuckleheads vinyl figure that.
It's the spitting image.
It is, which I will be bringing a limited amount, as many as I can carry out to Southern California with me.
Listen, if you need me to, I can put 1 or 2 in my suitcase for you. I don't want you to run out when you're out there.
Yeah, and just announced yesterday. So I wish I had one on me. There's a comic book now.
Really?
So you worked in the PR world, so you're very clever. So season 1 back in 2012, season 1 AMC wanted to promote, put out a press kit for comic book men.
Okay, and they made one.
And rather than the usual, hey, here's the sheet of paper, some photos in it, they made it into a form of a comic book.
Okay,
and,
very smart.
Recently a bunch of them were unearthed. They're like, They're like, we don't want them. Do you want them? I'm like, yeah, I want them.
How could they not want them?
They didn't know what to do with them. They came to the guy who did know what to do with them, which I got a bunch signed by Kevin.
Okay, excellent.
So I'm gonna bring those with me as well. Those are
pretty
great. Cool. It's a legit 20-page full color comic book with like bios, info.
You know what?
So it's pretty cool. So I'll be bringing a limited amount of those. With
Funny,
me as well.
I did work with the people at AMC years ago, and they are always clever, good PR people. So I do give them a quick shout out for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
So, yeah, I put some online, but I'm definitely bringing some to conventions as well.
Nah, and those are also the cool kind of things. You know, if you've never been to a convention and you want to try it, it'll be a great weekend. I mean, tickets are $45. It's for both days. You can bring our kids are 12 and under or free at the show. As with a paid adult. So again, it makes it reasonable. And like I said, for them, we're going to have plenty of stuff. Again, Nerf battles, laser tag battles. You know, again,
they will not be bored.
No. And again, you know,
bored by any means.
Also, you come get your pictures with Santa. Those are going to be it's free pictures with Santa. So you come in and you know at the mall they're going to charge you $50 for that anyway.
Yeah, you can't. Usually you don't cosplay when you go visit the mall Santa.
No,
like, I want to see Santa with like a little Wolverine or yeah.
Hey, Wolverine is for the most part on the good list.
Sure.
You know, he has his moments, but so, and again, if you've never been to one. It's a really unique and cool experience, and if you've never been, I recommend you head straight, regardless of the people you want to meet. Head straight to Artist Alley and just walk around and see what you see, because these are the people who really are almost like the backbone, and these are people who do the drawings, make the crafts, and you're going to find so much unique, amazing stuff.
Yeah,
things you never even thought you needed, you're going to see, and you're definitely going to need.
Yeah, I always wish I could get like commissions from everybody.
Yeah, of course, and and then like I said, if you want to get your classic X-Men book signed, you can hook up with Chris or. Again, whether it's any of the celebrities or like I said, even if you just want to pal around with Ming,
come pal around
have
with
lunch
me.
with him.
You can. If you bring me In-N-Out Burger like that, and we eat at the table, that's technically having lunch with me. So I will never frown upon that. So, which is cool. And speaking of kids and cosplay, there's a kids cosplay.
Yes,
contest.
on Sunday we're doing the specific kids cosplay contest. We'll let the adults have Saturday night. We'll let the kids have Sunday by themselves, so they can feel special, and we can have a adult version of the contest, which is always a little bit sillier and maybe a little more adult. And then we'll make sure that the kids contest is super fun for them, and they're the center of attention. And we honor all the hard work that these young cosplayers of the future are doing for us.
I love the kids ones.
Kids are great.
Some of them are more outgoing. Some of them are kind of shy. Then they hit the stage and they pose or
once they hear the applause.
Once they hear the applause, it's all over. They're like, wow, this is fun.
Yeah. Oh my God! If I do this with my arms, people are cheering.
Yeah. And some of them,
again.
they're like, hey, I'm in costume, so I feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
Like just being a little goofy or wacky or awesome. And
it's funny that you make that point, because I think that's why a lot of people love going to conventions anyway. Yeah. You can fully be yourself. You can cut loose. It's the true new melting pot. I mean, everyone there is doing what you're doing, and digging on their superhero vibe or their video game vibe, and it's just great. I mean, I've been in the in and around conventions since I guess 2003-ish.
All right, it's pretty early on.
Yeah.
Pretty early on.
And again, once you experience your first one, you're definitely hooked. You are, because it's, as long as it's a well-run show, and we pride ourselves on really trying to run a good show. If it's a well-run show, you're going to have a good time. You just are, and you're going to look to other shows in the future, and hopefully, they're gonna do well by you as well. But I can assure you, the Comic-Con Revolution on December 18th and 19th in Ontario is going to be a good time.
I can assure you that as well.
Yes.
I've been there. The convention center is awesome. Plenty of parking right by the airport.
It's a beautiful site. If you can't trust Ming and I promising you something, what can you trust?
Yeah.
But
we would never steer you wrong. We have never steered you wrong.
And we would never ever even think of doing it. But yeah, the convention center is a beautiful place. It's the Ontario Convention Center.
It looks like it was built yesterday, by the way.
Yeah, so, and actually they've been promising us this giant expansion in the future.
More, it's pretty big, but
I know. Okay. But hey, listen, if we had more room, we'll fill more room.
Right.
So we keep telling them break ground. But they're a great bunch out there. In and around the area, there's plenty to do. A lot of if you need to get out of the convention center, grab something to eat. Again, there's plenty of that to do. If you want to make it a weekend, you can stay at the
Is it Doubletree?
Yeah,
it's
the
literally
Ontario
right next door.
Doubletree.
Like you
Right,
can walk right to the
it's,
convention
it's
center.
basically connected, so if you need to do that. But all the information's on the website, comicconrevolution.com. And we might, even make a couple of new announcements. We're still obviously always talking.
We're literally talking about
A potential.
a potential guest that I know pretty well.
Yeah, I'm
steered him over toward you guys.
Would love to lock that up because I think fans would go crazy.
Yeah, I think
I can personally speak. I know one fan. That would be Colleen Selden. That's Mrs. Drew Selden.
Yes.
She would be super psyched to meet this fan.
Yeah. He's a big guy with a big heart, like literally a big guest, like in stature and in heart.
Yes,
so,
definitely.
I'm gonna do what I can to make that happen.
Yeah, like I said,
he's local to the area.
It would be so much fun.
Yeah, and I just want to. Yeah, if he comes, I'm going to take full credit for this.
And we'll give it to you. And we'll say this guest brought to you by Ming Chen.
Yeah. I'm sure he would love that. So.
And I think that entitles you to what?
Absolutely nothing.
10%?
No, absolutely
no, it doesn't.
Not.
Okay,
No,
I wasn't sure how that would work. I'll put him right next to you though.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
In between you and Sam, so if Sam starts any stuff,
Right. So it's literally two like 6'4" guys, and then me like literally.
and then you and I in the middle at 5'5".
Yeah.
So
which
it's
is
rough
great.
being us.
Yeah. So I'm glad you brought this back. I mean, I'm glad you guys continue. Last year, of course, was tough, and it's literally been 2 years.
We were
out, right?
So we were flying out. It was March 9th or 8th of 2020, right before we're flying out to do a pre-con for our May show. Pre-con is when you meet with the convention center and just kind of, make sure everything is ready to rock. And I fall asleep on the plane. I wake up somewhere over Colorado, and my partners, Mike and James, are looking at me. They're like, forget it. Whole country's shutting down. Basketball just shut down.
Yeah.
Baseball's not going to be starting. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? And unfortunately, COVID hit, and everyone had to be smart and be safe, and we had to all look out for each other. But yeah, I mean, it was brutal. But we were on the plane going out there to plan for the May show.
Crazy.
So May got postponed. Then we tried to move it to August, which got postponed.
Right.
Now we're hitting December, which is great. But the last show we had was May of 2019.
Yeah. So,
I just
over 2 years.
Right. Mike Sigliano, my partner, I think he told me today on the call, it was like 930 days or something like that.
That's
since
insane.
We've been out there. And it's brutal, especially if you love doing shows. It's just brutal.
Yeah.
But I'm very, very happy. It'll be that, and then a week right before Christmas. So you start with us, you finish with Christmas. It's a great 7-day span.
Yeah.
And again, I just couldn't be more excited to be getting back.
Yeah, get out there if you've been cooped up for the last 2 years. This is a perfect place to go for sure.
Yeah, please come. Again, we're going to have all the California safety protocols in place. You will need a proof of vaccination or proof of a negative test. But again, that's kind of standard for out there.
It's just life right now.
Right. So you just do it, and we're going to get you in quickly. Let you hit the floor, let you hit the panels you want, let you meet the people you want.
Come say hello for sure.
Yes, and say, if you come and say you saw these figures on this podcast, Ming will definitely give you one. So for a price.
For a price, yes.
But he will sign it, and
I will sign it.
Say that he loves you. And,
I will say that I love you as well.
Yeah, so
because I do.
You got that going for you, and if you want me to sign it, which would mean absolutely nothing to you guys, but I would happily do it.
Yeah.
I might make an action figure for myself.
You know what? For everything you've done for me, we go way back. I'm giving you this one.
Wow.
I will give you that one. It's a momentous occasion.
Now, can I put a thing in it and put it on my Christmas tree?
Of course.
I might make an ornament out of this.
Maybe I'll make one out of mine too.
I will put it right next. So I have a little Gears of War Lancer ornament that I made.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
So that hangs on the tree with all the nice angels.
It'd go nice with the geek Christmas tree for sure.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I think
my Hallmark Star Wars ornaments, my Simpsons ornaments,
all the good stuff. I love fun ornaments.
I didn't even think about that, but you could put a little hook on there.
Put the hook right in there. I mean, I would right through your head, which is kind of mean.
Well, yeah, but you got to get it on there somewhere.
Yeah, but I think that would work. Dude, that's the Christmas ornament. You can't
go
wrong.
That's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, every year it comes back out.
It comes out.
30 years from now.
Oh yeah, tradition.
Who's this again?
Tradition.
Ming could be president by then. We don't know.
It's not likely, but
Listen, reality TV stars in the past
That
have
was
become
not,
president.
You know, that wasn't. Yeah,
have-
you're right.
Have become president of this country.
You're right.
It's not like there is a precedent.
There is.
I'd vote for you.
There is.
I think
for
you're a
sure.
smart guy. You're level-headed. I think you're sensible.
I'd
think
be fine just going to Comic-Con Revolution every year. And, less responsibility, more fun.
Listen, man. For life, you are always going to be invited until you get.
Oh,
sick of
I
us.
appreciate that.
And, listen, we love having you. Like I said, you are part of the Comic-Con Revolution family, and you help make the show what it is. So we love having you.
I love it.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. So December 18th, 19th.
December 18th
Ontario,
and 19th.
California,
Yes.
Ontario Convention Center. Come hang out with me. You're always a busy man on the floor.
I'll
but
be running around. I'll be doing the, putting out whatever little troubles come about. But you come say hi to me or Mike Sigliano or James Ross.
yeah, I love it. You put your kids and family to work. They'll be there as well.
Gotta
whatever,
put 'em to work.
checking people in. Making sure
my
everyone's
wife
happy.
will be at registration, so don't mess around at registration.
No, do not.
Yeah, do not mess
She
with
can
this
have you
woman.
removed immediately.
My two daughters, Avery and Kennedy, will be there, and them you could annoy. But again, check us out, ComicConRevolution.com. It's got the full guest list. It'll have the full panel information. It's December 18th and 19th. We're so excited to be back.
Yeah, I'm psyched.
We're so excited to have everyone come out, and I know we can't hug each other, but we can give fist bumps and
Fist bump it up. Yeah.
we can just be happy together and cheer and be excited and have a great time.
Awesome. Can't
right.
wait. So I'll see you there next week.
Absolutely.
Hopefully see you guys there next week.
Yes, please come out.
Awesome.
Thank you, Ming. Appreciate
Thank you.
it, man.
Thank
It's
you. I'll
great to
see
be
you guys
on.
there.